We created the most secure border in U.S. history, built hundreds of miles of border wall, hundreds and hundreds of miles. Got Mexico to give us 28,000 soldiers free of charge. Said to the president, I really like the president of Mexico a lot. He's great. He's a socialist, but you can't have everything. But we got along great. But I said to Mexico, you have to give us 28,000 soldiers on the border because you're letting a lot of people in. They looked at me like, is this guy crazy? They said, no, we won't do that. One of their representatives, top person, good man. The State Department laughed when I said it. A woman was wonderful. She said, you know, I've been trying to get things like that for 25 years, sir. It's not doable. I said, you want to bet? Bet you anything you want. It's doable. It's going to be easy. It'll take me minutes. It's not doable. So I met with him, came in. I said, we need 28,000 soldiers. We want to have a policy of remain in Mexico. We don't want them to come. They're going to remain in Mexico until they get approved. We did all sorts of policies having to do with Title 42. You're sick, you can't come into our country, everything. But I said, you're going to have to do it. He said, no, sir, we're not going to be doing that. I said, here's what I'm doing. I'm putting a 25% tariff on everything that's sold in Mexico that comes into our country on Monday morning. It was Friday. And I'm signing it before your very eyes. Here, I'm going to sign it. Would you watch? Goes into effect on Monday morning. This was on a Friday. He said, may I be excused for just a minute? I'd like to make a phone call. I wonder who he called. He called my friend, who is really a good person, by the way, and loves this country. And he came back into the room within 5 minutes, and he said, sir, it would be our honor to give you 28,000 soldiers free of charge. And we had the safest border in the history of our country, by far. And that means drugs and human trafficking, which is mostly in women, I hate to say. Human trafficking, you know, you think of it as an ancient crime. It's not. The internet's made it bigger than it's ever been. But we stopped. We put that to a level that hasn't been seen in decades. And drugs were down. Now they're 11 times more than coming in just 3. 11 times more! They're pouring in fentanyl. And we terminated another thing called catch and release. We catch them in our country, and then we release them in our country. What a great policy, catch and release. We ended that. Think of it, catch and release, so Democrat fair. You catch them in the United States. They could be the worst criminals you've ever seen, and we release them in the United States. I said, what the hell kind of a policy?